Well, let's stay on the public sector wage strike. The government being accused of being arrogant and refusing to give workers what they deserve in line with current inflation rate. Government says no work, no pay policy will apply to workers who opt to take part in today's labour action. Our reporter Nqobile Madlala following the developments of the strike in Durban, joining us now live from eThekwini this afternoon. Good afternoon, Nqobile. How did the public sector wage strike play out in Durban earlier today?
Good afternoon, Bredan. While it started off quietly in the morning, it looked like the numbers were quite slow. But as the day progresses, we saw more and more people that came in from various unions that were already saying that they've had enough, that this was the time for them to reflect and sort of speak out and sort of show their dissatisfaction with what is going on. We saw unions like Pop Crew, we saw Hospesa, we saw Know-How, and we saw quite a lot of them coming from the health sector, Bredan, which is where we saw Know-How also speaking out, telling us that this is very important, that the 10% be given to the workers. In fact, they were saying in KwaZulu-Natal that the MECs and the HODs must go on the ground and assist people because most of their members were part of that strike. But also, we saw SAFTU also coming in, speaking about the issues that they say that they feel that there's been an undermining of the bargaining, of the collective bargaining, saying that they feel that the government has not done right by the workers, and they feel at this point that if they do not get that reply within 7 days, then they need to mobilize and do a complete shutdown. And of course, we heard from also other various unions, and this of course includes Umlungisi Ndlovu, who was speaking to us from PSA, Bredan. Now you'll remember PSA is one of the unions that took to the streets over 10 days ago, and they still haven't received a reply from government. So today we heard from them as well, saying that they are willing to back these marches and be part of these marches because this is very important to them. They're saying that these marches show how people are really unhappy with what is happening, and they want the government to listen to them. So they were saying also the same thing that SAFTU was saying, that if they're not listened to, then they will mobilize for more action. But basically they told us, Bredan, that this is a warning shot to the government, and during the day they then went on to deliver that memorandum to the office of the Premier. We understand that the Premier was not the one that accepted it. In fact, it was the DDG in the office who came and received that memorandum that had a lot of demands, including the 10% increase that they have asked for.
Next week we are going to have our Central Executive Committee. That is why we are going to take the decision, because we are tired about the government who does not respect us, who knows that we are essential services if the government wants. But if we are supposed to be paid our money, the government does not consider us as essential services.
A comment there by one of the participants of the public sector wage strike in Durban, ending that update by Nqobile Madlala.